Caught in the crossroads of time, too seasoned for the carefree days of youth, yet too vibrant for the shadows of old age, our unique generation is boldly scripting its encore chapter. Imagine hearing this familiar refrain. Age is merely a figure. But for those of us birthed in that intriguing span from around 1954 to 1965, nestled between the trailblazing baby boomers and the savvy Gen Zers, that figure carries a profound weight. We're not fully aligned with the boomers' enduring optimism from the post-war era or their dedication to lifelong professional paths. Nor do we mirror Gen X's innate comfort with digital realms and their witty skepticism. We're the connectors, the intermediaries, the folks who transition from monochrome television sets to effortlessly video calling our grandkids via sleek smartphones. And as we approach our 7th decade, a quiet revolution is unfolding as we redefine what this phase of existence truly entails. But here's where it gets intriguing. Are we truly reinventing life, or simply rediscovering the potential that's always been there? Often overlooked in the generational tapestry, social observer Jonathan Pontel dubbed us Generation Jones, a group roughly spanning 1954 to 1965. He painted us as the Jonesers, perpetually yearning for greater horizons, nurtured by aspirations that started to dim as we matured. We missed the fervor of 1960s protests as too young, yet their chants of equality, liberty, and potential reverberated through our formative years. We championed these ideals, only to witness a transforming world. Entering the job market, we faced evolving norms, an economy in flux, precarious employment, and shifting understandings of gender dynamics. The mantra "grind hard, and you'll prosper" resonated, and many achieved success, though not without hurdles. We weathered economic downturns, job losses, and the tech upheaval that revolutionized communication and work. Yet, amid this turbulence, we thrived. And this is the part most people miss. Our adaptability wasn't accidental. It was forged in the fires of relentless change. We've endured monumental shifts, from spinning vinyl records to on-demand streaming, handwritten letters to instant emails, and stable careers to the gig economy and entrepreneurial ventures. We were pioneers in welcoming computers into our workspaces, often mastering them on the fly, without guides. This perpetual evolution instilled a formidable trait: unyielding perseverance. We embraced lifelong education long before it became trendy, continuously upskilling and innovating to remain pertinent. Now, as we approach what was once dubbed retirement, we're at it once more, reimagining our paths. Some launch boutique enterprises, guide the next wave of professionals, or dedicate time to charitable missions close to their hearts. Others pursue encore professions, globetrotting adventures, or artistic endeavors long deferred. We're driven by an insatiable inquisitiveness, refusing to merely fade away. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this drive a generational hallmark, or could societal pressures be pushing everyone toward reinvention? Let's explore that. Our outlook on growing older is undergoing a metamorphosis. Unlike our predecessors who often decelerated in their 60s, perhaps stepping back from careers or communal roles, we're charting a divergent course. Emerging research from fields like neuroscience and psychology underscores that nurturing curiosity, fostering social ties, and engaging in meaningful pursuits bolsters cognitive vitality and emotional health. We've internalized this wisdom and are actively embodying it. Picture attending gym sessions, acquiring new languages, joining artistic collectives, and adopting tools that link us globally. We're redefining aging not as a downturn, but as a renewal period. Take, for instance, Harvard's long-term study of adult development, which tracks happiness over decades. It reveals that deep relationships and purpose-driven activities are paramount for later life fulfillment. And that's precisely the path our cohort is embracing, proving that age can amplify rather than diminish joy. We haven't dimmed that inner fire, as Jonathan Pontel noted, describing Generation Jones as possessing a still hungry ethos, eternally aspiring, never fully content. Once viewed as a shortcoming, I now recognize it as our forte. We've perpetually sought significance, justice, and personal evolution. In our middle and later years, this very ambition fuels our flourishing. In my journey, after years in educational and leadership roles, I chose not to merely retire, but to reinvent, crafting a life that merges passion with freedom through teaching, authoring, and aiding others in crafting purposeful existences. This phase transcends accolades or achievements. It's centered on giving back and forging bonds. Observe a landscape, and you'll spot it abundantly. Individuals in their 60s and 70s embarking on treks, imparting knowledge, offering mentorship, launching initiatives, and approaching life with wonder. We're not clinging to youth, but celebrating energy. Experts in sociology term this the third act, a period where personal identity and purpose dominate, focusing on intentional redesign rather than mere winding down. This renders our generation captivating. We're subtly exemplifying a refreshed model of later years, one that prizes sagacity alongside drive and liberty in equal measure with security. For beginners, think of it as rewriting the script of aging, much like updating a classic novel to resonate with modern times. Feeling unseen when you straddle generational divides is common, but our hybrid nature is actually our secret weapon. We fluently navigate both worlds, the tangible analog era and the virtual digital one, blending traditional wisdom with fresh innovations. We've amassed sufficient experience to value composure, yet remain receptive to ongoing education. This fusion, wisdom tempered with flexibility, positions us uniquely for today's rapid transformations. As the globe confronts yet another wave of change, it's those like us who've navigated upheavals previously who can steer with poise. But is this adaptability exclusive to us, or a human trait that transcends generations? Feel free to share your thoughts below. In closing, even as we're too young to feel ancient, too old to feel youthful, that duality gifts us the finest elements of each realm. We've gathered enough insight to be discerning, yet retain enough wonder to evolve further. As the bridging generation, reliable, flexible, and visionary, our second chapter is merely unfolding. What resonates with you? Do you see yourself in this narrative, or does it challenge your views on aging? Drop your perspectives in the comments. We'd love to hear agreements, disagreements, or fresh insights. Curious about your role in a greener world? Ever pondered how your daily routines reflect your deeper mission and how they influence the planet? This quick 90-second quiz uncovers your plant-inspired archetype and the small tweak that elevates it. With 12 engaging questions, you'll get instant, surprisingly precise outcomes.